welcome to Gentle Yoga. So for practice today, you'll just need a blanket and a pillow. If you have blocks, grab those. And we will get started lying on our backs. So bring yourself all the way down to your mat. Nice and slow, take your time. Lengthen your legs, allow your arms to relax, and connect with your breath. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, release the breath. And then start to find a natural rhythm. Soft inhales, soft exhales. Start to do a light scan of your body, just noticing how it feels today. Still connecting with your breath. Find that wave, that rhythm, the breath that moves in and moves out, nice and easy, nice and fluid. Bring an intention into your practice today. On your next inhale, just point your toes, bring your arms all the way above your head, stretch the body nice and long. And then on your exhale, bring your knees into your chest to massage your lower back, moving from side to side. And lengthen your left leg all the way down to your mat. Hug your right knee and interlace your hands on top of your right shin. Just hug your right knee in towards your right shoulder. And then float your right heel to the sky. Interlace your hands underneath your right leg. Just start to point and flex. Roll your right ankle out. Maybe move your right leg from side to side. That feels good in the hip. Draw your right knee in towards your right shoulder a little bit more. And then bend your right knee, wrap your right hand on the outside of your right foot, opening the knee, getting it a little bit wider than your mat or your shoulder. For stability, you can plant your left foot on the earth if that feels better to you, or you can keep it straight. And then hug your right knee back in towards your body. Interlace your hands on top of your shin. Exhale, cross your right leg over your left. Left hand will go on top of your right thigh, and then extend your right arm from right shoulder. Once you arrive, relax your shoulder heads towards your mat and then just breathe in towards your belly button. Soften into your twist. Inhale, bring your right knee back in towards your body. And then exhale, release the right leg all the way down to the earth. Inhale, open the arms above your head. And then exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Start to massage your lower back. And then lengthen your right leg all the way down to the earth. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. Interlacing your hands on top of your left shin. And then bring your left heel to the sky. Interlace your hands underneath the left thigh. Start to point and flex your left foot. Roll your left ankle. And then start to pull your left leg towards your body just a little bit more. And then start to bend your left knee in. Wrap your left hand on the outside of your left foot. The left knee will open outside of your mat. You can keep your right leg nice and long, or you can bring your right knee towards the ceiling, planting your foot for stability. And just soften your shoulders towards your mat, connecting with your breath, allowing your breath to melt your body, relax your body. And then hug your left knee in back towards your body, interlacing your hands on top of your left shin. And then supine twist. Take your left leg, cross your right leg, right hand on top of your left thigh, and extend your left arm out from your left shoulder, nice and long. Gentle twist. Once you arrive, you start to melt your shoulder heads towards your mat. And then bring your left knee back in towards your body. Give it one last hug. Then release your left leg all the way down to your mat. Just do a little windshield wiper with your feet. Loosening up your hip sockets. Then walk your feet towards your hips so they're hip width distance. Knees are facing the sky. Just tilt your pelvis in so your lower back is flat to the earth. And then open your feet wider than your mat, generously wider. And then dip both knees to the right. And then you can place your right hand on the inside of your right thigh. Let your left hip open. Left knee drops down towards your mat. Then inhale, bring your knees back to center. Exhale, dip them to the left side. Left hand in the inside of your left thigh. And just relax your right hip towards the earth. Try not to hold any tension. Allow it to release. Inhale, bring both knees back to center. Walk your feet back in towards your mats. And then place your hands underneath your thighs. Give yourself one rock all the way to a seated pose. And allow yourself to bring yourself to your seated pose. Cross your legs, close your eyes, sit nice and tall. And together we will do one Om, a soft Om. Placing our hands together in heart center, closing our eyes. Taking an inhale to prepare. Exhale, release the breath. And an inhale to Om. Om. Just sealing that Om into our practice, unifying our community, connecting with our bodies, connecting with everyone else. And then flutter the eyes open. Inhale, bring both arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, just bring the arms down next to your sides. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Two more. Connect with your breath. Inhale, reach it all the way up. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale. Bring the air all the way to the sky. Exhale, push it all the way down. Nice. This time, inhale, lift the arms all the way up. And then exhale, twist to the right. Arms go on opposite sides of the body. Gaze over right shoulder. Inhale, lift back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Look over left shoulder. Again, inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Last round, inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. And then inhale to center. Lift all the way up. On your exhale, interlace your hands and bring them behind your head. And then start to lower your chin towards your chest. Getting a nice release in the back of the neck. Try to relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And then start to tilt your chin to the right shoulder. Tilt your chin to the left shoulder. Bring yourself back to center. And then release, lifting your head, lifting your arms. And then bringing your arms down to your sides. And then walking them in front of you, forward fold. Just allow your chin to lower to your chest. Release the back of your neck. Feel the stretch in the back of your thighs, your hips. And then inhale, just walk your arms, straighten your spine. And then unwind your knees, make your way into tabletop pose. So take your time getting into your tabletop pose, no rush. Find your hands forward, your knees behind you, stacking shoulders directly over your wrists, hips over your knees. And just start to freely move. Moving your hips from side to side. Hinging forward and hinging behind. Just allow your body to freely move, finding anything that feels good. Connect with your breath as you move. Give yourself 3 more cycles of breath just to freely move. And then bring yourself to tabletop pose. Find your stillness. Spread your fingers. Secure your stance. And then start to lower your belly, lift your heart, cow spine, take your shoulder heads back, heart is forward. And then exhale, start to press, draw your navel in, ribs drawn in, and then push the mat away from you. Spread the top of your shoulder blades, chin goes towards your chest. Beautiful, inhale, lower your belly, lift your tailbone, shoulder heads roll back, gaze is forward. Exhale, pressing your hands into the mat, pushing the mat away from you, spreading the shoulder blades, chin to your chest. And again, inhale, lower belly, lift the heart. Exhale, press. Inhale. Exhale. Connect with your breath. Continue moving. Add any organic, extra free movements into this cat and cow. Maybe close your eyes. 3 more cycles of breath as you continue to move in your cat and cow series. And then open your knees just a little bit wider. Send your hips back. Walk your arms forward. Child's pose. Sink into your hips. Maybe rock from side to side or remain still. Connect with your breath. And then start to walk your arms to the right. Left hand will go on top of your right hand. Stretching the whole left side body. Breathe into the left side ribs. Try to anchor your left hip towards your mat. Breathe into the whole side body. And then start to walk your hands to the left. Walk your right hand on top of your left hand. And breathe into the whole right side body. And walk your hands back to center. Inhale, float yourself back to your tabletop. Walk your hands just a little bit towards the top of your mat. And then exhale, start to lower your hips. Maybe move from side to side. Roll your shoulder heads back. So you're in this upward dog. And then draw your navel in, round your back. And then bring your hips towards your heels, child's pose. Inhale, float yourself all the way up. Walk your hands forward. Lower your hips nice and slow. Maybe rock from side to side. And then draw your navel in, round your back. Lift your body all the way up and down, child's pose. And then inhale, float yourself back to tabletop. Start to flip your toes and gently hover your knees over your mats. And then start to float your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. So generously bend your knees if that is calling to you. Have a wider stance with your hands, opening up your shoulders. And then start to pedal out your legs. So bending one knee, straightening one leg, alternating the movement. Or do any kind of rituals that are calling to you in your downward facing dog. Nice. Now take your right leg, bring it behind your left. So your right foot will go outside of your mat. You'll bend your left knee and then push your weight into your right foot. So I'm just crossing my right leg behind my left. Push into the heel of your hands and press into your right foot. And then bring your right foot back to your mat. Other side, left leg goes behind your right. Plant your left foot on the outside of your mat. Bend your right knee. And then you'll press your weight into your left foot. So we're getting a nice stretch in the left calf. The heel of your hands will press into your mat. Nice, and then bring your left foot back to center. Start to walk your feet towards your hands, forward fold. Allow your feet hip width distance or a little bit more. Bend your knees. Allow your head to completely fall.
Allow your arms to relax, or if it feels better for you, you can bring your arms to opposite elbows and ragdoll. And just let your whole body fold generously. And then inhale, half lift. Just reach your crown forward, flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands forward, take your right leg back and lower your right knee all the way down to the earth. Now this is a good time to have your blocks next to you if you use blocks. And then roll your shoulder heads back, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, take your hips back, half splits, walk your hands back towards your body. Lift your left toes, gaze is down. Inhale, rock it forward into your lunge. Roll your shoulder heads back. Lunge into your right hip. And then exhale, take it back. Walk your hands back. So we're just going back and forth, back and forth. Last one, roll it forward into your lunge. This time we're just gonna hold it here a little bit. Interlace your hands underneath your left knee, and then just push your hands into your thigh. Open your chest, open your heart. Feel the stretch in your whole right side, the right hip, and the hip flexor. And then exhale, release. Lift up your right leg back to your lunge. Right hand plants, and then left hand just twists. Open up the whole left side. Nice, and then frame your left foot. Take your left foot back, downward facing dog. Start to walk it out. Take your right foot behind the left. So crossing the legs, left foot plants outside your mat. Bend in your left knee. So pressing into your right calf. Press into the heel of your hands. Bring your right foot back to your mat. Left foot crosses behind right. Left foot plants. And then press into your left heel. Bend your right knee. Push into the heel of your hands. Nice, bring your left foot back to your mat. Inhale, just lift your heels all the way to the top. Exhale, lower your heels down to your mat. And then walk your feet towards your hands, forward fold. Let your head hang. Again, generously bend your knees if that feels good. If you have blocks, you can rest your hands on your blocks as well. This time, shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then inhale, half lift. Crown reaches forward, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Crown is forward. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, reach your crown forward, flat back. And then exhale, fold. And then inhale, hands forward. Take your left leg all the way back. So runner's lunge, and then lower your left knee down to the earth. Roll your shoulder heads back, gaze forward, reach your heart forward, inhale. Exhale, take your hips back, half splits, gazes down. Inhale, rock it forward. Shoulder heads roll back. Exhale, half splits. Lift your toes, maybe. Keep your right hip lifted, really getting into the under part of your right leg. And then inhale, rock it forward. Back into your lunge. Roll your shoulder heads back. Sink into the pose. Interlace your hands underneath your right knee and push your body away from your right leg. Take your shoulder heads down, your spine. And then lower your left hand down to your mat. Pick up your left leg, runner's lunge, twist, open the right hand, roll your shoulder heads back. And then release, right hand frames your right foot, take your right foot back, downward facing dog, walk it out. And then lower your knees down to the earth, puppy pose. This is where if you have a pillow, bring your pillow underneath your chest or your forehead, walk your hands forward, and then just start to melt your heart towards your pillow, lifting your chin onto your pillow, or your forehead can go down on your pillow. Corset's optional. And then inhale, nice and slow, float yourself back to tabletop, remove your pillow or block. Move your hips side to side. We'll do a couple more cat and cows here. So inhale, lower your belly, roll your shoulder heads back, lift your heart. Exhale, press, lift your whole spine, chin to chest. Inhale, lower belly, lift your heart. And then exhale, press. Last round, inhale. And then exhale. And then bring yourself to a neutral pose. Maybe move your hips from side to side, getting into the outer hip. And then flip your toes, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Walk it out. Bring your big toes together and inhale, your right leg lifts to the sky, and then just stack your hips. Open your hip, let that feel good. If it feels good to you, you can do little hip circles, or you can just keep it nice and stacked. Wrap your right shoulder towards your mat, keeping your shoulders squared. And then bring yourself back down to the earth, right foot plants. Other side, lift your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog, and then open, stack your hips, square your shoulders. Maybe lower your right heel towards the earth, getting into the pose a little bit deeper. And again, if you like to do little hip movements or circles with your left knee, you can. And then lower your left foot to meet your right. Walk your feet towards your hands, forward fold. And then just open your feet a little wider than your mat. Heels are turned in, Malasana pose. You can place a pillow or a block underneath your hips. Start to lower your hips down to the earth. Lift your chest, roll your shoulder heads back, and then place your hands into heart center. Our fun little yogi squat here. Close your eyes. Maybe bring yourself back to your intention for today. Reconnect with your breath. Reconnect with your practice. Reconnect to the present moment. And then bring your hands forward. Nice and slow, lift your heels back to your forward fold. Now you're going to be into a little wider stance in your forward fold. Just allow your body to fold generously. Allow your head to shake yes, allow your head to shake no. And then bring your hands behind your back, interlace them. Squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your palms to the sky. Again, bend your knees so you get into this pose. Squeeze and lift your hands towards the sky, and then maybe start to straighten your legs a little bit more. And then nice and slow, release the arms back down to the earth. Walk your hands forward. Walk your feet behind you. Back to downward facing dog. And then bring your right foot forward. Place on the outside of your right hand, so by your pinky. And then lower your left knee all the way down to the earth. Lizard pose. And place your hands in the inside of your right foot so your arms are straight. You can start to open with your right hand, open the right knee. That feels good. You can lower down to your forearms if you want to get into a little bit deeper of your hip stretch. So wherever you're at here, just allow your neck to release, your chin goes towards your chest. And then start to press yourself back all the way up. Lift your back leg. Staying here, just rock forward and rock back. And then keep your left hand planted. Just open the right hand. Once your hand is to the sky, then take it back towards your hip. And then all the way forward. Keeps kicking me off. All right, I'm back. So your left hand is down, right arm is back. And then straighten your right leg, lift your hips to the sky, chin goes towards your chest. Beautiful. Float your left foot to meet your right. Bring it to the top of your mat, forward fold. And then inhale, hands forward. Take your right leg all the way back. Hands go to the inside of your left foot. So just start to wiggle your left foot outside of your mat for your lizard pose. And then lower your right leg all the way down. And then you can either have your arms nice and straight like so, getting into your right hip, or left hip. You can open, bringing your left foot, rolling it on the knife edge, getting into the left side a little bit more. Or you can lower down to your forearms. And then inhale, just start to press yourself back and lift your right leg. And then same here, right hand plants, left hand lifts to the sky. Open the chest. Exhale, take your left hand back towards your hip. And then circle it all the way around, lifting all the way up. Exhale, take it back. There we go. And then bring it forward, straighten the left leg, frame the left foot into this modified pyramid. Nice, bend the left knee, float your right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, roll it all the way up to standing, nice and slow. Take your time. We'll just do a few shoulder rolls. Yeah, kick it out. Inhale, bring the arms to the sky. Inhale. Open the chest on an exhale. Inhale to the sky. And then exhale, fold all the way down to the earth. Walk your feet back behind you. Downward facing dog. One inhale. And then exhale, lower your knees down to the earth. Start to flip, bring your hips down. Walking your feet forward. And then forward fold. Just start to walk your hands towards your toes. This is a good time to use your pillow again if you have one, or if you'd like to place your blanket underneath your hips. You can place your blanket underneath your hips too, and then just generously fold into this pose. Allow your head and neck to release. Breathe underneath your legs. Send the breath there. With every exhale, just start to melt a little bit lower. nice and gently, just start to walk your hands, lift your chest, remove your pillow if you have one, grab your blanket. If you haven't already, place it underneath your hips. And then open your right leg outside of your mat. Place your left foot into the right thigh. Shift your hips towards your right foot and then just start to melt, folding into the right leg, walking your hands towards your right foot. And then inhale, lift your body, walk your hands, lifting yourself all the way to the top. And then switching side, left leg outside your mat, right foot inside the left leg. And then just start to shift your hips to the left and then fold. Walk your hands towards your left foot. Start to fold. Inhale, start to walk yourself back to straight. Open both legs, wide-legged forward fold. Start to lower into the fold. Walk your hands either onto your forearms, stretched out, or lifted. And then start to just allow your chin to fall, allow the back of your neck to release. Release any tension in your legs. And then inhale, walk your hands, lift your chest. Bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly pose. Hands go on your ankles, just roll your shoulder heads back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, start to hinge. Elbows will go in the inside creases of your knees. Your back will be nice and flat. And then gaze is down, release your neck. And then inhale, lift your chest, plant your feet, remove your blanket, and then we'll lower our bodies all the way down to our mat. So nice and slow, just start to roll all the way down. Once you arrive, hug your knees into your chest, start to massage your lower back. And then plant the soles of your feet onto the earth. Release your pelvis, so maybe you lift your hips up, tuck your tailbone in, and then place
place your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Open your right knee. Interlace your hands underneath the left thigh. Figure 4 pose. Start to draw your knee in towards your left shoulder. Start to bring your chin towards your chest. Soften and relax your shoulder heads towards your mat. And then gently release, plant your left foot, plant your right, do a windshield wiper in one direction, and then do a windshield wiper in the other. Walk your feet back to your mat. Place your left ankle on top of your right thigh, open the right knee. Interlace your hands underneath your right thigh. Draw it in. Good. Into your chest. Relax your shoulder heads down towards your mat. And then gently release your right foot, release your left, windshield wiper again to the right, windshield wiper again to the left. Walk your feet back in towards your body, float your legs all the way up, happy baby. Wrap your hands on the outside of your feet, draw your knees in towards your armpits, open your feet, press your hands into the soles of your feet, press your heels to the sky, roll your shoulder heads back. Just connect with your breath here, rock if that feels good to you. And then slowly, whenever you're ready, just release your feet down to your mat. Lengthen them nice and long for final Shavasana pose. Take your time getting into your final Shavasana. Get all the wiggles out. Maybe squeeze your shoulder heads towards, or your shoulder blades towards each other. Relax your chest. Open the palms. Take a deep breath in and a deep exhale, release. Allow yourself to completely release to your mat, surrender to your space. Allow your body to rejuvenate in this pose. Allow your mind to stay completely present. I'm just noticing your breath at the ends of your class now. How does it feel inside your body? Do you notice anything different? can stay in your Shavasana for however long you would like. If you're ready to start your day, start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Maybe stretch the body nice and long again, one last stretch. And then on your exhale, just start to roll over to your left side body in a fetal position. And gently press yourself all the way back to your seated pose. Try to keep your eyes closed. Sit nice and tall. Bring your hands into heart center. We'll reconnect with a final Om, finalizing our practice, closing our connection, our community. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale to release. And an inhale to Om. And then just cross your hands on your shoulders, holding that Om and holding this practice into our body is giving it nice warm hug and love. And fluttering the eyes open. Your hands back to heart center. Namaste, and thank you so much for letting me guide you this morning.